put Amy on a dating app and we're seeing what's out there.
Oh, fun. Let me see. No. No. Definitely not.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most relatable Big Bang Theory moments.
Welcome to my fortress of shame.
I'm sorry, what am I looking at?
For this list, we'll be looking at scenes this show portrayed that remind us of times from our own lives. Which Big Bang Theory character do you identify with the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Singing in the car. Who hasn't been behind the wheel, cranked up a few tunes, and sang along to your favourite songs?
Coming to America, never looking back again.
During the ever-popular Season 7 episode, The Scavenger Vortex, fans are treated to perhaps the best Amy and Howard moments of the entire series.
Weird Al, how old are you? Neil Diamond?
Yeah, I love Neil Diamond.
I love Neil Diamond.
After learning they share a love of Neil Diamond, both find themselves belting out lines from Sweet Caroline, all while making their way to the next stop. Not only are these two hilarious together, but we love the show giving us moments where the audience can see themselves in their shoes. And come on, who can resist the bars of Neil Diamond? Number 9. Sheldon and Amy's breakup. When a show puts two characters together in a romantic relationship, it's only a matter of time before the inevitable breakup hits.
Now let her go. Are you insane? If she leaves, it's over.
Pretty sure it's already over.
Ross and Rachel, Nick and Jess, Leonard and Penny. And even Sheldon and Amy all succumb to a breakup. As disheartening as it can be to watch, it's also a major plot point that helps these characters grow.
This isn't easy to say because I love you, but I need some time to take a step back and reevaluate our situation.
Furthermore, it's something many folks can identify with. Breakups hurt, so when we see our favourite characters go through a hard one, we feel their loss. Not just because we love them, but because it can be a harsh reminder of how it felt when we went through it ourselves.
No piece of paper ever cut me this deep.
What happened now?
Amy has ended our relationship.
Number 8. Taking online dating photos. Like it or not, it's the 21st century and dating has moved far beyond personal ads in newspapers.
Well, it shows me all the single women in a 5-mile radius who are using the app. If I like the way they look, I hit thumbs up. If I don't, thumbs down.
Dating apps and online meetups are the norm and require one very important part of the equation, the profile picture. Raj and Stuart dive into the world of online dating and spend an evening trying to snap that perfect photo.
That one's in the bank. How about this? Turn away and then turn back into it, but when you do, imagine the camera is the girl you want to meet.
Agree with it or not, the photo on your profile is the first thing someone will notice about you. So trying to capture the best version of yourself can be difficult. For anyone who's tried meeting someone online, watching Stuart and Raj struggle for the perfect snap is one that will likely feel familiar.
It's a little blurry, but I think that works in your favor.
Number 7. Subculture fascination. Fan of the show or not, most people can agree that The Big Bang Theory did try to illustrate a different side to the so-called geek culture. Sure, in the beginning, it was more about poking fun at the stereotypes.
I can spend my nights doing whatever I want. You mean like playing nerd games with us and then taking a suspiciously long shower? Maybe.
But unexpectedly, audiences began to see a window into other subcultures, often left ignored by mainstream media. Comic books, conventions, science fiction, and role-playing games have been around forever. But this is a show that normalized it all.
Whether this is the greatest movie ever or a total piece of crap, your life isn't going to change at all.
That's right. Yeah. No matter what happens, we're coming back tomorrow to watch it again.
This became even more apparent as events like Comic-Con became far more popular in the aughts.
Faces on the bog! Charlie's Angels!
Okay, what's next?
Now let's do some sexy glamour shots.
So seeing the guys go through such trouble in this episode to celebrate the things they love is super endearing. Number 6, going to prom. Graduating high school is a big deal.
We could decorate the roof and make the guys wear tuxedos.
Oh, and get our hair done and slow dance.
Okay, guys, trust me, as someone who's been to like 7 proms, it is never as good as you want it to be.
It often signifies the end of adolescence and the transition into being a young adult. Once high school is over, young adults face the harsh realities of the real world.
Hey, here comes Stuart and his date.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh my God.
What?
That's Jeannie.
That's Jeannie?
Who's Jeannie?
Don't say it.
Hand in hand with your diploma often comes prom night, which in itself can also be a transformative experience. Watching the characters go through a prom do-over undoubtedly sparks either memories of your own experience or anticipation for what is to come.
Look at me, dancing with the prettiest girl at the prom.
Want to take a picture of us and send it to your old friends in the chess club?
Either way, it's a milestone in one form or another that everyone can relate to. Number 5, Howard and Bernadette becoming parents. You can read all the books and watch every parenting video, but no one is ever really prepared for what being a parent is about.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Pretty positive.
As Howard faces the reality of becoming a father, anyone who has ever become a parent can relate to his anxiety. You're bringing a whole new life into the world, and everything about that can be terrifying.
I'm sure it was just the initial shock of it all.
You're probably right. After we talked about it, he started to calm down.
I shouldn't be raising a kid. I don't even eat my own vegetables.
Even hearing Bernadette sulk is relatable to any expecting mother frustrated by their dietary and recreational restrictions.
Doctor said I can't go in the hot tub.
Maybe you should get a new doctor. What, he said you can't laugh either?
The show plays much of this for laughs, but for many parents watching, it's even funnier because of how true it can be. Number 4, Raj feeling unlovable. Poor Raj, he goes through 12 seasons and is the only one of the gang who finishes solo.
But what if this is my last chance at marriage and family?
I promise you it's not. Believe me, somewhere out there is a woman who loves cooking shows and sweater vests and all the other dumb things you love.
He breaks down at the end of season 6 when Lucy ends it with him. Frustrated with his seeming inability to find love, Raj's loneliness is something far too many people can identify with.
What is wrong with me? Why can't I ever have love?
You will.
No, I am unlovable.
Here's a smart guy who's made some great friends, but somehow keeps missing the mark when it comes to romantic relationships. There's nothing wrong with living a life of solitude, but for those who seek companionship, Raj's misfortune likely rings an all too familiar tune.
This is a man who is going to great lengths to better himself, even at the risk of being humiliated. And I, for one, think that's very brave.
Number 3, Leonard saying I love you. Professing your love for another human being should be a highlight for any relationship. Yet anyone who's ever said it first knows how anxiety-driven it can be. Saying I love you to someone isn't just a one-way street.
I just want to put that out there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad.
Yeah, oh, good. Good. Glad is good.
Yeah.
There's an expectation that the other person will reciprocate it, providing you validation that you're both in the same place. But as Leonard learns, that's not always the case. Penny clearly loves him, but she's just not ready to say it and chooses to walk away instead.
Fine. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
No, this isn't fair to you, Leonard. I'm sorry.
The fear associated with the anticipated reaction is universal. We all want to hear it back, but are scared we'll get a reaction like Penny's.
No, that's the first time you ever said that you love me.
Yeah.
Just supposed to pretend it's not a big deal?
Number 2, Howard getting the news about his mum. It could be a parent, a friend, a colleague, a child, or just someone you're vaguely acquainted with. Regardless of who it is, we all eventually succumb to a single truth. Life isn't endless.
Ma took a nap. She never woke up.
Oh my God, Howie.
I'm so sorry.
Most of what we watch on The Big Bang Theory is meant to give us laughs and help escape into another world, if only for 20 minutes. But when Howard's mum dies, geek or not, everyone watching knows how he feels.
When I lost my own father, I didn't have any friends to help me through it. You do.
Grief and loss have no boundaries of race, colour, gender or religion. Although we all process these in different ways, nothing is more broadly understood than how it feels to lose someone you love.
To Mrs. Wallowitz, loving mother, to all of us. We'll miss you.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Tipping the domino chain. Why set them up if you're not knocking them down?
Don't stop. Yes. Keep going. Just like that. Almost there. Almost there.
Line cutters. No way. You're not butting in line to see the next Captain America movie.
What if every person in front of us let someone cut?
We'd still get in.
Well, and each of those people let someone cut.
Still get in.
Well, then each of those people let someone cut.
We'd still get in, but first I'd hit you over the head with his stick chair.
Awkward first dates and double dates. It's not always bubblegum and rainbows.
Oh my God, I remember.
Can I finish my astronaut story?
It was 4 years ago.
Please don't say it.
We were set up on a blind date.
Please don't say it.
You came to my apartment.
You're saying it.
Jealous of your ex's new partner. No one likes seeing their ex with someone else.
How do you want to handle it?
Okay, tell Bernadette to tell Priya that I'm on my way to Prague to shoot a movie with Angelina Jolie.
Got it.
Sheldon admitting to Amy he's a hoarder. We all know someone who keeps far too many things.
Basically, everything I've ever owned. Every book, every t-shirt, every piece of broken electronics, just all of it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Being the wallflower. Walk into a nightclub, a kegger, or even a professional mixer, and undoubtedly there's someone there who feels like they don't belong. Known as the wallflower, these social scenarios are nothing more than a cesspool of nerves and anxiety to those who don't thrive in the spotlight.
I'm confused. If there's no costume parade, what are we doing here? We're socializing, meeting new people. Telepathically?
Watching the 4 boys on Penny's couch at her party, you can clearly see their social anxiety at work.
I want to get to know Penny's friends. I don't know how to talk to these people.
Leonard wants to interact with the partygoers, but just doesn't know what to say. His only notable conversation is with Kurt, and even Sheldon has to back him up.
You're one lucky little leprechaun. He's a hobbit. I got your back.
It's an all too familiar scene that reminds the viewer that even great characters on TV can be just as uncomfortable as the rest of us.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.